Hello, financial fans. I've been out mowing the lawn, actually doing some physical work, and now we will look at the financial matters here. I think my portfolio this past week, Friday, when it closed, I'm reasonably sure I'm at an all-time high. So definitely time to start thinking about selling some things. I think the first stock I would sell, which I own, is Amazon, AMZN, and I'm not advising anyone to do that. I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just showing you what I do with my portfolio, and maybe you will find the numbers to be interesting and the choices of stocks that I make and so on, but I'm not telling you what to buy or what to sell or what to do. You know you. And I know me, and I know what I'm going to do. And Amazon, why would I sell Amazon? Instead of telling you why and by the way, this is not a rush thing, I will probably sell Amazon in the next month sometime. There's no big rush, but there's a reason why I would sell Amazon. And there's a reason I would buy some stocks that look a little bit oversold, look like they're undervalued. We live in interesting times. By the way, I also mentioned UFO. UFO is the symbol for an ETF, exchange traded fund, that I own. UFO. That's a fund that has stock in businesses that have to do with outer space. And with all the controversy that is going to be coming up, especially this month of June of 2021, I don't think the lawmakers or the military really get the idea of what is wanted. I know they like to show blips of radar screens and the little thing that's moving like that, and how we can't do it and nobody can do it, and Russia can't do it, China can't do it, we can't do it, but somebody's doing it. What I want to know is, what have they covered up in the past? What is still covered up about Roswell 1947? Tell me that. What is the military covering up from Roswell 1947? What is it we should not know from that? What is the military and the political people, the Congress, and possibly the president? Sometimes I think the president does not get told about everything, but what was covered up or is still being covered up or is still considered secret about the July 1952 swarm of UFOs over the capital city, Washington, D.C. What is still being kept secret about that? I'm not as interested in the little radar screen that flips back and forth, and hey, it's going on an angle now. Hey, it just made a right angle turn at 90 degrees. What are they covering up? What is it they don't want us to know? That's what I want them to tell us. But anyway, let's get back to finances, and we'll look at 4 different issues I think look inviting, and if I were a person who were interested in buying a stock, I would put this on my radar and see if it does a 90-degree angle. The Bank of Nova Scotia, BNS is the symbol, and it's $66.59 currently, and the 52-week range, and that's the left-hand column, 2/3 of the way down, 52-week range, $39.56 to $68.02, so from about $40 to $70. Made some big moves there during the past 52 weeks, and currently $66.59, so it's closer to the high than it is to the low, and it still looks inviting. The volume almost all the way down on the first column on the left, the average volume, 1,359,000 shares trade every day, and the experts that pick the Yahoo stocks here, they think that this is overvalued, that it is not worth as much as it is selling for. And in the middle column, third item down, PE ratio 13.06. That's good. That's close to 10. It's not 10 and under, but it's good. 13.06. That means they're making plenty of money. Earnings per share $5.10. That's good on a $66.50 stock. And forward dividend and yield. The yield is 4.5%, and that's pretty darn good, especially when you have a 1-year target estimated to be $71.51 a share. So that would be a nice move if that happens. And now we'll go on to the next stock that we're going to look at, which is General Motors Company. I heard of them. I knew about General Motors when I was a little kid. GM is the symbol, and the 52-week range, 2/3 of the way down, the first column on the left, $23.33. It was way down there. And the high for the past 52 weeks, $64.30. So it's near the high at $61.49. The average volume, 17.5 million shares trade on an average day. And the experts consider this to be undervalued. They think this one's going to go higher in price. Third item down the middle column, PE ratio 9.93. That to me is 10. That's good. I like that, 9.93. And this is General Motors. They make a product which right now especially is very much in demand, and they also are working on electric vehicles. When the time comes for EVs, General Motors will be there. The dividend and yield, there is no dividend. They have no dividend. 1-year target, $70.15 per share, which would be very nice and very welcome if that happens. And the next stock we look at, One Main Holdings Incorporated, OMF is the symbol, and the 52-week range, $22.25 to $60.64. So it's near its high, and it is also considered to be undervalued by the experts who do the stock analysis at Yahoo. Average volume, a little over 1 million shares trade every day. That's nice. The beta of the stock, this is interesting too. The beta tells us that this stock, if you think stocks are going up in the next 6 months or so, it'd be nice to have this stock because it might go up twice as much as the market in general. It's possible. I don't put a lot of stock into beta, and I don't put beta into a lot of my stock analysis. So the two, though, suppose you think stocks are going down, then this one would go down about twice as much, supposedly. That's historical figures, and they think this has a beta of 2, which is pretty high. Forward dividend and yield, 12.62, 12.62%, and the 1-year target, look at that, $66.92. This could be a growth stock. This could be a dividend play. Worth a look anyway. One Main Holdings, OMF is the symbol. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. Here is the last stock we'll look at today. Sibanye Stillwater Limited, SBSW, and it had a 52-week range, $7.40 to $20.68. So it did more than double in price at some point during the past 52 weeks, and right now at 18.29, it's near the high for the year. And the average volume, 2.5 million shares trade every day, and it is considered to be undervalued by the experts. And the beta 1.61, this will move more in the direction the market is moving. It will move at a greater pace than the market in general. PE ratio, I guess we don't have any earnings, perhaps. Earnings per share, not applicable. Forward dividend and yield, 5.18. That's a good yield to receive while you're holding on to a stock, especially when you think that stock might go to the 1-year target estimate of $24.30 a share. So that looks pretty decent. And I thank you very much for watching.